It was a hard night for Sacramento Kings fans as their season comes to a close. Right now, Golden One Center will go without a beam, as we see here, until the start of next season, after the Kings failed to extend their postseason run.
Yeah, take a look. The Kings played the Dallas Mavericks, but it was not an easy game to watch. Fans were seen walking out of Golden One Center with several minutes left to play in the game. Many were hoping to relive the magic of the Kings' playoff run from just 2 years ago. It is indeed an unfortunate end to a difficult season for the Beam team. And so we do have live team coverage of the game tonight.
ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha and Kevin John are at Golden One Center with a look at tonight's game and fan reaction.
And Kevin, I understand you're tracking some breaking news with possible changes coming to the front office.
Absolutely, that's right. Just minutes after this game concluded, the Kings and General Manager Monte McNair agreed to part ways. And this was something that happened abruptly, but you got to think about this. This is a results league, okay? 2 years ago, the Kings won 48 games. Last year, they won 46 games. This year, they run 40 games. What does that mean? They were regressing each and every year. And remember, it's just 2 years ago that Monte McNair was named the Executive of the Year. 2 years later, he's no longer with the Sacramento Kings organization. Keep in mind, that was the same year that Mike Brown was named the unanimous Coach of the Year. He's no longer with the organization. So what is the pattern here? If you want to keep your job, you have to get results. Unfortunately, that did not happen for Monte McNair this year with this organization and this roster that he put together. And tonight was really just the cherry on top, I guess, of the horrific year that happened for the Sacramento Kings, where they underachieved, underwhelmed, and went out really on one of the most sour notes that one can possibly have. In regard to the game tonight, I mean, I don't really want to talk about it. It was kind of a game in the first maybe 28 minutes, but somewhere in between that second quarter, shall I say the second, midway through the second to the end of the second, the Mavericks went on an incredible run, outscoring the Kings 44-19 in that quarter alone. By the time the third quarter started, the Kings were down by 23 points. So you're playing catch up the rest of the game. They were never able to get back into it. While I was here in this arena tonight, on several occasions, I heard boos throughout the whole area. Of course, that was something that was, distracting to the players. But of course, you have to play on. You have to continue going on regardless of the adversity and what's happening to you. But once again, ABC 10 can confirm that Kings GM Monte McNair has parted ways with the organization. This was something that abruptly happened right after the game. Of course, I will have so much more on the game. You'll hear from the players coming up later in sports. But, Chris, I wish I had a much more jolly or jovial update after the game, but tonight that is not the case.
Our Kevin John live for us tonight with the breaking news. Kevin, stand by. We'll check back in shortly. Meanwhile, with so much riding on the game, Golden One Center was packed tonight.
Although the Kings lost, the fans, as they always do, showed up ready to support their team no matter what.
ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha was at Golden One Center and has reaction.
It was heartbreak because for many fans entering this game, they had high hopes for what this team can do, and the crowd was all in. But the Sacramento Kings did not do enough to keep their postseason dream alive. Still, the fans were loud, loyal, and full of heart, something they have done all season long. It was a night that summed up the Kings' season, filled with high hopes.
We got the squad to do it.
Grit and a little bit of uncertainty.
Oh, God, I really hope we win.
Despite the odds, fans stayed loyal, reflecting on a season full of ups and downs and roller coasters that had them hoping for one last miracle.
It's just like life, right? Life gives you ups and downs, and you just kind of got to go with it and overcome. And they've overcome a lot.
It's the second year in a row of fighting for survival in the play-in tournament. The Kings had their moments this season, changing coaches, tweaking the rosters, but those moments did not always lead to consistent success they were hoping for.
I think Doug has done a pretty good job of galvanizing the squad.
But despite the struggles, fans weren't about to give up. There's always that flicker of hope, no matter how things unfold.
I'm always down with this team. I'm a ride or die.
We're going to go down with the ship.
I take away from this season that You never know what's going to happen. You know, life throws you curveballs, and you just got to stand in the batter's box and take your hacks and take your swings.
So no playoffs, no beam. It is a season of highs and lows and everything in between. But one thing is clear, it is a season fans aren't going to be forgetting about anytime soon. Reporting from the Golden One Center, Garch Paul Sunga, ABC 10.
Yeah, well said, Garch Paul. Thank you. Meanwhile, local businesses were happy to have seen the Kings season go on a little longer. With the stakes as big as they were today, restaurants in Doco also saw big crowds.
We're expecting a huge crowd. It's a winner-go-home game for the Kings, so it's going to be one of the biggest games of the year.
The Kings were in the same position exactly 1 year and 2 days ago against the Golden State Warriors, who they were able to beat at the time. For a full breakdown of tonight's game, check out our Locked On Kings show on our ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app, hosted by our very own Matt George. It's under the sports section. The ABC 10 Plus app is free to download on your TV.